Hello guys, I'm back here once again. You saw the title of the video. The myth of the manly anime and the whole alpha male problem. And I've been having a problem with this for a while now. And I hate how people try to act like there's some type of alpha male or this and that. I'm checking one thing. The manly anime. There's no fucking thing that's a manly anime. Baki's not a manly anime. Fist of the North Star is a fucking manly anime. It's just a fucking anime. Just because everybody got an excellent physique doesn't mean shit. Because arguably, that means DC Comics is a fucking manly comic. Because every single superhero got a tip-top physique and shape. Only recently they even brought up testosterone in fucking Baki. So what's so fucking manly about it? It's one of those things where just like, oh, it's so manly, it's so testosterone filled. That make you feel like, do you have any testosterone? Are you not juiced up on the juice? It's just like, I feel like you're degrading yourselves by saying something is a manly something to a certain degree. It will go into the whole alpha male thing and the whole chat thing. But there's no reason to ever call yourself I'm sorry. I got a cold for some reason. I'm sorry. There's no reason you can ever consider something manly when there's nothing really manly about it. It's hard to explain it. Because like you might hear multiple times throughout my videos, I get juiced up. I don't know if it is adrenaline burst or not, or just overall excitement. But there's nothing fucking manly about it. And in an era where there's more children born out of wedlock who don't really know their fathers than anything else, that just calling something manly just to call it manly, I don't know, there's something wrong with that. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's a very flawed video, but calling something manly, or look at the testosterone. Where's your fucking testosterone? Like, where's all this testosterone shit coming from? Where is it? Is it just two people fighting or something? There's more testosterone filled than I've ever seen. Fucking how? With some of the most feminine looking characters I've ever seen, and Yujiro blowing men's back out. It just go universal for anything. They either say, maybe it's just a sense of confusion of what make these series so fucking manly. Because we've seen other characters fight before. We've already seen other characters with excellent shapes in Dragon Ball and anybody else. So make it so fucking manly. And it goes to the whole alpha male thing, right? And the reason why this connects to each other is there's a lot of people who want to say alpha male, this is how to become an alpha male. I'm sorry. Getting money and focusing on your own success just to end up sleeping with a 20-year-old and potentially getting her pregnant will just recreate the exact same cycle you're trying to fucking run from. So you can't say, oh, you get 50, go up with a 20-year-old. When you're already going to get the 20-year-olds, oh, she's gonna be sleeping around, or she's not trying to settle down, then why the fuck would you go after the damn 20-year-old? It doesn't make any fucking sense. And then you got those ones who keep calling people Chad. I'm sorry. If you call another man Chad, you already make yourself an inferior male. I'm sorry. I'm not cut up with that whole retarded manosphere thing. But I'm sorry. You keep on bringing up animals in the wild. Oh, how it used to be like a few years ago. I'm sorry. In the wild, animals do not recognize each other as alpha males. They fight and one of them die or run off. There's no acknowledgement of alpha fucking male in the wild. Like seriously, you got literally elephant seals who have to fight for their mating rights every single year. You think they calling each other Shad when one of them moves? No, they take their punk ass, bloody ass back into the water, go into a different beach and come back next year. Like seriously, there's a reason why we call the head elephant seal of the beach master. Because no one else would call them that shit. There's nobody who calls each other Alpha or Chad in the wild. But somehow with us, we can just call each other that. Look how Chad this man is. Wait, what? What the fuck you mean how Chad this man is? Are you not like a man? Are you not a male as well? What do you mean calling this man a fucking Chad? Or calling this man an alpha male? Aren't you the same thing? We don't call, like seriously, that's the whole point. In the wild or anywhere else, this whole thing of an alpha male doesn't exist. You are what you fucking are. If you submit to somebody else, then shut the fuck up and submit. Don't go on and say the next month you're an alpha male while paying for somebody's fucking OnlyFans. Or call yourself an alpha male while being a simp at the same damn time. The word simp has degraded to such a point where a person can call themselves some type of alpha male and watch some type of alpha male strategy or Coach Greg Adams or something like that while still being a fucking simp, while still paying for somebody else. paying a monthly fee just to watch videos that you can't even fucking download, then what the fuck you paying for it for? You don't even own the damn. You're renting out fucking videos and photos. Have the nerve to call yourself a dick. Call somebody as a fucking Chad. Oh, these Chad. Look how much of it. No, there's no fucking Chads. It's whether you are one or you're not. It goes same thing, but to the whole manly shit. It's whether you are or you're not. There's no such thing as a manly fucking anime. Just because they got muscles, just because they fight each other. The fighting itself should just create testosterone by default. There's nothing fucking manly about it. Or unless you want to go around and say boxing is fucking manly sport, or UFC. Then again, you got fuckers who actually try to argue that really UFC or boxing is more manly than each other. It's whether you are or you're not. There's no sense of argument there, in my opinion. Because anywhere, with any other species in the world, there is no argument. It's whether you are or you're not. You're getting your ass whooped and submitting, or you're fighting and becoming the best one there is. I don't see why, in reality, with human beings, that we gotta sit here and act like we gotta call each other alpha males. That's not how it happens. You keep calling people, oh, you got Chad and Tyrone. There's a reason why you're not fucking Chad and Tyrone. Because Chad and Tyrone don't call each other checking Chad and Tyrone. Shit. It's like you got this innate inferiority complex. Do you got the best cars in the world? No. Are you the best looking man in the world? No. But you can still get somebody. And that's the thing. There's a reason why she'll leave the guy with the six-pack for a fat guy. There's a reason why. Because the fat man don't got any special attributes. The fat man don't got some type of tip-top ripped physique. This man's bloated and out of shape with about 10 pounds of fat on his back. And about multiple different escalators on his back as well. And he can get somebody and you can't. And I hate it. Because pretty much you got a bunch of men acknowledging that they're inferior. And I hate that shit. Because I don't see why they're inferior. Oh, but yeah, I don't see what's so fucking manly about it. They got nice shapes in their fighting. That's it. A shape that you can easily achieve. If the Big Show, a man who's been 6 foot, a man who's been 300 pounds for most of his life, the son, the K-face son of Andre the Giant, if this man can get a six-pack with his physique, I don't want to hear a fucking excuse that you can't get in shape. This man has been 300 pounds for most of his life. You wouldn't expect him to be able to get a six-pack, and he did. So there's no such thing as a bad body type. You might look stereotypical, you might not look like some type of Greek goddess, but you can be in shape. You know, you don't need like 10 pounds of body fat to look like you're in shape. Another thing, if you're trying to work out to boost your confidence, do it for yourself. Because if you're doing it for a woman, you always be depressed. Oh, you know, the reason why they deny you because you're not in shape. Fuck that. They'll deal with some average built nigga who's not in shape, who just as bloated as I am, got some love handles, and they will still be with that dude instead of me. So it comes down to using what you got the best way you can. Not every single glove is gonna fit every single hand. Not every single shoe is gonna fit every single foot. There's an opportunity out there for you. There are people out there for you. I'm sorry, not everybody will be able to get a 10. Not every 5 will be able to sleep with a supermodel, just like how every supermodel will be able to sleep with another 10. Because I'm sorry, there are excellent looking women out there dating dudes who look worse than I do just because they live in the same fucking neighborhood. And you expect on an average chance that these dudes would stand no type of chance. Those same dudes you say be at the gas station aren't some type of 10s or 8s or whatever the fuck you call them. They aren't some type of Chad or Tyrone. These niggas are some of the most average looking motherfuckers you'll see. And if they can get these women, why can't you? And it comes to self-improvement. It comes to seeing what you got and using it to its best attributes. You can't sit there and expect that every single woman will like what you got. For that same merit, there are women out there who just trying to sleep with men and trying to get their money. And I got no problem with them telling the truth. I got no problem with them with telling these young men and guys out there how these women are in the streets. How these women are out there in life. That's not the problem. My problem comes where they try to bend and mold the message. That's the thing. The reason why this whole alpha male thing has gotten out of control is because people can make money from it. If there was no money in this whole market of telling the truth about how these women act, most of these niggas wouldn't even do it. Most of these niggas would not be trying to sell their book. When I say the N-word, I refer to everybody who recognizes human. Because everybody like to walk around and say it all started in Africa. If we all used to be black, then I'll be damned I can say the word however I want to. Shit. If when I say marriage, it's just Jeez, man. Like, you got no type of dignity or nothing. It's just, if there was no money in this whole alpha male thing, most of the people talking about it will not be saying shit about it. Most of the people bringing this stuff up will not be saying stuff about it. When you paying, hitting up their cash out, and you buying the books. Like, most of them wouldn't. Will you donate into their super chats? Most of them wouldn't do it, and most of the time they just reiterate the exact same shit. Oh, you know, these women in 2021, these women has been pulling this shit for over tens of thousands of years. You think you're the first nigga to get cheated on? They've been doing this stuff for centuries. It's just human nature. Women do it, men do it, and I'm sorry. Just like how you blame the woman for dealing with a baby daddy who's ain't shit, you gotta blame the man for choosing some woman who wasn't there for him in the beginning. I'm sorry, I threw my own father on the bus. You try to tell me, oh, what if you love her? Screw that. If my son was going out, and I said I had to teach it to a man who's over 50 years old. If my son was going out with a woman with 4 children, you think I would have tried to give my son the advice to not let him become number 5? Baby daddy number 5? I'm supposed to shut up and let it happen? I don't care. I'm gonna speak my mind because he's my son. And if he's 22 years old, he got a future. I'm not gonna sit him let him sit there and let him waste his life on some woman who's just gonna use him. And it's my duty as a parent, as a father, or as a mother to point this stuff out and guide my child in the proper direction, not make up excuses. Because I'm going against a brick wall, against a glass ceiling. My father said I can't be like a Jeff Bezos or a Steve Jobs to my face, then told me, oh, you can go to college to become them, then reiterate that I can't be them. So I'm already going against a brick wall. I'm already fighting against a glass ceiling that's pretty much driving me insane. But I'm still here. And none of you people got any other type of excuse. When people say, fine, that's the thing. People say focus on your goal and your business. There's a lot of CEOs out there depressed, lonely, and committing suicide, left and right. And people question why. Because money is not the problem. Money has never been the world's problem. You want to go back to religion? Cain didn't kill Abel over no goddamn money. I'm sorry. We didn't murder him with no money. He murdered him over jealousy, over emotions. So if money is not the problem, is money is not the thing, then what should these young men be looking for? Happiness. Do what makes you happy. That is something you should be striving after. That is something you should be going after. You shouldn't just be making money just to make money. Make money the way you want to. Make money in a way that'll make you happy. Make money where you be making so much money that you're happy to make money because you're happy doing what you're doing. That's what it's all about. I'm sorry. It is what it is. This is what you come to judging women. Sure, she might have a nice face. She might have a nice body. If there's no type of personality, there's nothing to it. I might would just go online and spend a few minutes by myself, then waste any time with that. And sure, should you judge women on like a face, personality, and body basis? It's 50-50. Because not all those things are going to equal up well. It's very hard to get like 100%. I'm not looking for 100%. I'm just looking for a decent fucking person. So it is what it is. That's the way I judge women. Just a body and a pretty face don't really do much to me anymore. Well, actually, they don't really do much to me at all, really. Not really. So it's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. Because most of these people claim this shit. And then, like, you got another person. That's retarded Paul Joseph Watson. That fucking idiot. Oh, China is eliminating simps. They're just destroying their own culture, you idiot. Are you stupid? Are you not seeing that the Chinese are actually suffering? Or are we just gonna look over the bloodshed and the murder? We're just gonna look over how multiple billionaires and celebrities are disappearing left and right. Really? Really? If these are the same fuckers who made TikTok. Really? So it's 100% justifiable for once again the Chinese to destroy their own culture. This is why you don't listen for information from retarded idiots like this. Because I'm not giving you the 100% what's going down in China. And people are suffering. Suffering. And these new lockdowns and closures are just causing people more and more jobs. We're not just talking about women here. We're talking about grown men, actors, celebrities are losing their jobs and getting their house raided for money. They're doing an entire clean slate. They're going straight back to the 1970s. No, back to the 1960s. It's just wiping everything and taking everything from everybody and not allowing their own public to make their own damn money. And you supposed to congratulate China for that? Fuck you. Because you don't give a shit. If it doesn't fit your own agenda, you just don't care. And this is why I despise most people. Because unless it makes them happy, unless it's affecting them, I just don't gotta do nothing and just sit on my fat ass. And then, when I see something that fits my agenda, let me just pick and choose. Just pick and choose. I like that, and I don't want to bring up that. Man, they're trying to eliminate simps? You fucking serious? Oh, but you're not gonna bring up the silent protest? You're not gonna bring up how the Chinese are committing genocide against a Middle Eastern type people that live in China daily and literally tried to breed them out of existence by through forced marriages from the Chinese state, and you niggas still don't give a shit? Wow, show us how much you fucking care. Oh, but it's just like people won't admit that the smallest thing in a device will cause the entire thing to crash. One missing screw from a car to a gun can cause it to explode, and this be the smallest thing in a weapon. If something that small can bring something down so massive, so why don't you think a small change can do a thing? Just making up fucking excuses. Because you would expect a bunch of black people who are less than, or just around 10 to 8% of the population, it wouldn't really matter if they stopped using the bus, but it fucking did. See, everybody's just so submissive and willing just to roll over and die. It's ridiculous. And they bring up the reason. The sad reality is, why do people commit genocide? A lot of people question and wonder, what do these mass murderers come from? How these mass murderers are just allowed to exist and no one does anything against them? It's because of people like this. Maybe I'm jumping the gun. Maybe I should just shut the fuck up. But if you think about it, there are always people like this who overlook stuff and try to say it's not so bad. Oh, maybe it's not that bad. And then things get to the point where there's no return. Then everybody's just trying to escape there. You're the one who caused it. You're the one who allowed it to happen. Time and time again. But it is what it is. It is what it is. This whole, oh, the alpha male, and look how much the alpha male, and look at some men, there's no such thing. It's whether you are a man or you're not. I'm not going to sit here and act like my father's been there every single day of the week in my life, but my father has been there. He has. Because when everybody else was turning their back against my own father, I was there. To the point where I was the only one who actually kept in contact with this man. Oh, go get the whitewater tickets, go get the whitewater season pass. Well, won't you fucking call him? It is what it is. It is what it is. But I hope you guys was able to get something from this video. Just, if you're going to try to self-improve yourself, don't go to gym just to make somebody else happy or get a woman. Go to the gym to, you know, get a better body. Go to the gym because it makes you happy. Because in that same merit, you'll have a guy who's out of shape who is still taking women, whether they're just average build or at least they're 300 pounds. It has happened multiple times. Even though this supposed man has had a better body, even though this supposed man has had a better job. So when it comes down to it, do what makes you happy. Just don't judge a person off their looks alone. A personality is very important when it refers to going out with somebody, whether it's a man or a woman, or whatever you go out with. And happiness is a key. Because there's no point of making all that money if you're sad or depressed. There's no point. And that's how you get very bitter and jaded people, when they got all this stuff and they question how they're not happy. They got all this stuff and I don't see why I'm still sad. I don't see why I'm still hurt. I don't see why I don't feel satisfied or unfulfilled. I'm the most successful man in the world. How can I ever be sad? How can I ever be depressed? I get everything. Maybe it wasn't about that the entire time. Maybe it's just about you just being happy for who you are. And that's it. Be much shocked if you guys like the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace. I know you guys thoughts and opinions. Comment section down below.